you don't have everything together and ready to be, with a lender, getting pre-approved, even if you're not really looking right now, go ahead and be prepared, because when that interest rate hits that magic number that you think it should be for you to be able to buy a house, you can come out the gate swinging, because that'll just put you ahead of the game.
And it doesn't take long. My lender gave me a pre-approval for a guy who applied yesterday morning. He sent me their pre-approval last night at like 7:30.
I know everybody thinks
12 hours, and you could have your pre-approval.
I know everybody thinks it's as bad as going to the dentist office. It's not. It's answering a few questions over the phone,
documents,
and uploading some documents. Yes.
It's not hard.
And if you can't scan them and upload them, bring them to us. We can do that.
Totally worth your time.
It absolutely is, because let's look right now. I believe I read somewhere where rents have there's like 3 times as many people renting as trying to buy a house. Well, what happens when there's more people trying to rent?
The rent rates go up.
That's correct. So if you think that renting is the better option, well, now you're swimming with a lot of fishes there, and you're all trying to get the same houses. And if I know anything, that will also be a bidding war as well. So if you go ahead and get everything in order, get your documents sent over to a lender, and get pre-approved, when that magic number hits on the interest rate, you're just ready to buy a house. And let's break this down. Right now it's 6.2. If it goes to 5.75, that's like $50, $100 less on your mortgage payment is what it boils down to.
Depending on the price point.
Correct. But on average, it's about $50 to $100.
Now, I will say this. For those of you who may be watching this that have recently graduated high school, or if you're like Keith, you graduated high school a very long time ago.
1997, baby.
Most of us had some sort of economics teaching in a slight sense, whether it be in one of the math classes that you had to take, or it had to be, a science class or something along those lines. You heard some basis of economics, and the number one thing that you would hear is supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, that phrase runs everything.
Yep. And what do we not have a whole lot of?
We're building up, but we don't have a whole lot of supply.
No, we don't. And if interest rates hit whatever magic number you think the interest rate should be, there's plenty of other people that are also thinking that that's the interest rate number that they need to be, which means that there's going to be what?
A large amount of demand.
And again, what do we not have a whole lot of?
We have a very small amount of supply.
So, y'all want to know why home prices go up when they go up? It's because everybody jumps at it when the interest rates come down. And when everybody goes after them, there's a lot of demand, which means that we end up with bidding wars again. Really is the time to buy it right now when the interest rate's at like 6.2 and you've been thinking about it, because guess what? Everybody else is kind of sitting on the sidelines too, trying to see what's going to happen. So yours not as much what right now?
There's not as much competition.
Correct. Which means that your offer will look better. Whatever it is, it's going to look better because you're not competing with 20 other offers on one piece of property.